Hi, my name is Vicki Kilpatrick, and I'm the Human Resources Manager with McElhaney and the co-chair of the ACECBC Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Committee. In this video, we're going to talk about LGBTQ2S+ and what each letter stands for. LGBTQ2S+ is one of the versions of initialism that has many variants. No matter which initialism we use, it's important to understand that we're talking about a complex set of identities that go beyond those few letters. Similar to each color on the Rainbow Pride flag having their own meaning, each of the letters, numbers, and symbols in LGBTQ2S+ represent various members of the larger community. We know LGBTQ2S+ can be overwhelming at first glance, but we're here to clarify each part for you. But before we begin, let's look at the difference between sexual orientation and gender identity. Sexual orientation is about who you are attracted to and want to have a relationship with. Sexual orientation is generally, but not always, defined based on the gender of the person and the people that person is attracted to. Gender identity is an individual's internal perception of their gender. It is how they identify based on how much they align or don't align with what they understand their gender options to be, which are usually based on society's expectations about gender. Gender is different than assigned sex, which is the label given at birth based on medical factors. A person's gender identity may align with or differ from their birth-assigned sex. Now let's take a closer look at the various parts of the LGBTQ2S+ initialism.
L is for lesbian. A lesbian is a person who identifies as a woman who is solely or primarily attracted romantically, emotionally, and/or sexually to others who identify as women. G stands for gay. Gay is commonly used to describe a person who identifies as a man who is solely or primarily attracted romantically, emotionally, and/or sexually to other men.
B is for bisexual and refers to a person who experiences romantic, emotional, and/or sexual attraction to two or more genders. This is different from pansexual, which is a term used to describe a person who experiences similar attraction to people of all genders. T is for transgender. It's a term that is used to describe a person who does not identify with their sex at birth. Transgender includes a wide range of individuals, including those who have made bodily changes using surgical or medical means, as well as those who do not change their physiology. People who identify with multiple gender or as not having a gender. People whose gender change from time to time. And people with any gender identity that differs from socially expected norms of gender expression.
Q stands for queer. Queer is an umbrella term used to describe individuals who don't identify as straight and/or cisgender. Cisgender describes a person whose sex assigned at birth matches their gender identity. Historically, queer was used in a demeaning way, but it's been recently reclaimed as a form of empowerment. Next, we have the 2S. It's for two-spirit. Traditionally used by Indigenous people to identify individuals who possess both feminine and masculine spirits. A two-spirit person may be referring to their sexual orientation, gender identity, or both.
The plus signifies all of the gender identities and sexual orientation that are not specifically covered by the other letters. It is not intended to exclude or minimize others, but to recognize that everyone has a place in the larger community. We understand that there are so many identities out there, and that the community and the language are always evolving, and we want to be inclusive. We hope this provides you with a better understanding of the LGBTQ2S+ community and its diverse members. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out acecbc.ca for guides and resources to support your organization in building a more inclusive workplace.